200 watts. They are. That's my TLDR. Maybe I should put that at the top of the video. It's going to be a little test of the audio on the GoPro, whether we can make it work or whether I have to wear the fuzzy mic. Just going to buzz up the cycle loop a little bit, hopefully avoid any mishaps. Just get a little bit of sunshine before dinner. It's not my turn to make dinner today either, which is why I can do this. So, something I've been thinking about quite a bit is, bugs in my face. Obviously, I'm not the first one to wonder this, but uh-oh, let's get around these guys. See if there's a pacey boy. Don't want to do that awkward thing where I go quicker than somebody for like a second and it turns out they're a quicker rider than me. Let's give him a minute. I think we might be quicker. Let's go around. Okay. Oh, we're doing that in the fix. So, yeah, what I've been wondering is essentially, like I say, not the first person to wonder this, but how fit you can get as a normal person on a bike. And as I've said in other videos, I'm just a commuter, really, just a bike commuter who lives in a hilly part of the UK, and I like cycling up to get a view when I have the energy to do so. And I'm reasonably stubborn and reasonably fit thanks to the commuting, and so I suppose I go up the hills as quickly as I can, which is, you know, not going to bother any of the Strava leaderboards, but I suppose has to be good for some exercise. So, but you know, you do a climb at the maximum pace that I can sustain, like a short one, a 3-minute climb somewhere like Werner Flow, and the PR, the KOM, will be over a minute quicker than me. And I don't say that to be like, oh, poor me, just an observation. You know, we're talking about a large difference in watts. So I suppose it's like, given that in most cases these sorts of climbs that are local to me, the people on the leaderboard are obviously local amateurs, you know, varying levels of seriousness, I assume. Although I suppose if you're on the top of a leaderboard of anything, you're probably not that casual. But the rest of us, I suppose. Thanks. Hey. The rest of us, I suppose, you know, before you get to the point where you're taking it very, very seriously, what is the fittest you can get? And I feel like I'm relatively qualified to talk about this for the reasons I just discussed. I'm somebody who, cheers. I'm somebody who commuted, I don't know, 250 days of the year last year, something like that. Not a big distance, I say about the average. Yo. Cheers, guys. Yeah, like 250 days of the year or something last year. I don't know how many total rides I did. I have to look at Strava. With a pretty average commute, you know, not long, not short, about 6k, 6.9k. And that is why we have brakes on the fixie. I mean, I'm sure somebody better than me could have slid that, but whatever. Yo! Thanks, guys. So, yeah, cycling an average amount, about once a day for all the working days of the year, and at the weekend I go on a few rides. And on those rides, I'm by no means the quickest person on the Strava leaderboard, so I know that I'm fit but not, you know, not anywhere near bothering even the top 100 in a lot of cases. So and on my commute, you know, I go quickly. I'm usually the quickest person on my commute. You usually overtake everybody. The odd person you can tell is a lot more serious than me will drop me like a sack of potatoes, you know. But for the most part, I'm one of the speedier people on the routes I go on. So what I mean to say is, I cycle regularly, I cycle quite quickly. But don't take it, you know, massively seriously. I mean, until really recently, like lockdown, I wasn't part of a bike club either. Although, because I've got some friends in the Manchester Wheelers, I have eventually caved and joined one. On your right. Cheers. So, yeah, what does all that buy you? Well, recently I got a turbo trainer. I haven't trained with power ever before, or trained really, but it's winter, it's happening. I had the spare cash. I finally, whoa, shit, a squirrely boy. I caved, I bought a turbo trainer. It's already been good on a few rainy days where I felt like I needed to do some exercise. So winner, winner, chicken dinner. But I didn't know anything before that about what power I could put out or anything like that. So, ooh. See, normally I ride this bike pretty much as if it's brakeless, but that there's a couple of near misses early on have got me reaching for the brake again. It's really funny how you get into the habit of using the brake again really quickly if you get the wind up here a couple of times. Right, let's turn around actually, because see, you can hear me using it again. I'm a scumbag. Should not be using the brakes. Come on, brakeless life. He's on the grass. Can he get off the grass? He can't get off the grass, he's back on the tarmac. Cool, there's loads of bike gates up there, so we won't bother. Right, so I got a turbo, I improvised an FTP test. First thing I did, right, because obviously I'm an arsehole and I want to know my FTP. So I improvised one, 20 minutes, maximum power I could do, controlling my power with the erg mode to, you know, artificially kind of keep it as high as I could. I knew I'd slacken off. So I did that and it came out at 206, which, if I'm honest, sounds maybe even a little bit high. I'm not sure, not certain I can sustain more than 206 for an entire hour, thus making me dubious that it's my FTP. Hey, but that gives me a reasonable benchmark. So without any kind of structured training, hey, on your left, thank you. So without any kind of structured training, just cycling every day and riding some hills at my own pace, not really doing group rides. That's what I came out at, and I'm about 191 centimeters, 6'3", and I'm apparently, so I've pretty much always been 80 kilograms. That's my kind of stable weight since I was like 17. But I weighed myself recently, and I think eating better during lockdown, because I've just been at home every day, has helped. I've dropped like 7 kilos, which is pretty crazy. So about 73 kilos, which, I don't know, I guess has an impact. Yo! We're riding two abreast on a path this narrow. Anyway, so there you are. Like, I don't know if that's a normal number, an abnormal number, if it's higher or it's lower or whatever. But I'm a reasonably fit person, cycles every day, cycles some extra things, and it comes out to around 200. So if you watch any cycling videos, I mean, this kind of intuitively makes sense though, because if you, for example, on your right, cheers, you for example watch any of the Criterion videos that something like NorCal puts up, I think his FTP is about 330. So yeah, I can absolutely buy that you need to be able to cycle for an hour at 130 watts more to be in a P12 category. So yeah, but at the same time, hey, I think those are the lads we saw. I feel like we saw the guy in the fluorescent jersey on the way past, did we? Or am I just imagining things? I have that same fluorescent jersey, so maybe I want to see it. I'm seeing what I want to see. Shit, slow down a bit. Yo, on your right. Thanks, guys. Everybody out enjoying the sunshine on the bike loop. It's good that people use it. Just means you've got to be pretty careful about your speed, because I mean, yeah, you see the amount of dogs and stuff on here. Oh boy.
Fast bike coming past. Keep the side down.
Oh.
There he comes, there this side.
On your right. Oh.
He's not very good with left.
It's alright. Keep going, little dude. Yeah. So yeah, I feel like it took me a long time and quite a bit of cycling to get to that conclusion. 200 watts. That's my TLDR. Maybe I should put that at the top of the video because I rambled so much on my way to arrive at that number. About 200 watts is my hypothesis, of how fit you can get without taking cycling, you know, more seriously than a commuter that enjoys a weekend ride in the hills. And if you disagree, then hell, leave a comment or something. I don't know, I don't really get comments on my videos. So, but I'm sure people probably have like better information from personal experience or like numbers. I assume that somebody like Zwift or whoever could literally say, we got 100,000 users. I think they do a ramp test when you sign up, don't they? So they can say, you know, people have roughly this amount of power, but I suppose they don't really capture any data on how often those people cycle, other than on Zwift. That was low-key anarchy. We're going to have to get past this person because they do not look confident on their electric scooter. On your right. Safe as houses, and we're past. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess they have the number of rides that people do on Zwift, but like they don't have where those people also, you know, commute outside of that. I suppose Strava do, but they don't have anything other than estimated power, which I'm not sure the Strava, got sun right in my face, is up to much really. And of course, you know, obviously FTPA and everything, like there's fitness and cardio and all that kind of other good stuff. On your right, cheers, which is important too, you know, and not being a sports scientist or really see previous caveats, you know, I'm a commuter, I don't really know anything about fitness or any of this stuff. I know wattage purely because, you know, I'm aware it's a thing, and all that. It's hard to avoid it in discussions around cycling, but as for other ways of measuring fitness, your guess is as good as mine, probably better than mine, right? Okay. Oh, I was about to say I flew in out the sun like the Red Baron then, but then I realised that they were coming out the sun, they were just downhill with me. I have the high ground! You cannot win! I have the high ground, Anakin!